Hi there, my name is Vince from mymatevince.com, and in this video today I'm going to show you how to remove a stuck disc from the Xbox One S. So I'm going to show you two ways of doing it. The first way is really simple. It basically just involves power cycling the Xbox One S, and if that doesn't work then you're physically going to have to remove the disc manually using a paper clip or an Allen key, also known as a hex key. So first of all, to power cycle your Xbox One S, all that means is basically doing a hard reset. So what you need to do is, you need to go to your Xbox on and off button down here and you need to hold it for approximately 10 seconds. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, and there you go. That was only about 5 seconds. So now that has hard reset the Xbox One S, and then what you need to do is just turn it back on again. And then you'll get the green screen when you turn it back on. Now if that doesn't work, and there's a good chance it's not going to work, you're going to have to manually eject the disc. Now to do this, we're going to have to turn off the Xbox, we're going to have to unplug it from the wall socket. So unplug it from the electricity supply. So I'm just going to do that now. Okay, so we've unplugged everything from the Xbox One S. I've even unplugged the HDMI lead as well, just to make it nice and easy to move around the place. And what you need to do is, you need to put it up on its side because it's a lot easier to see. So you've got the on-off button down here and you've got the disk drive here, and we need to look around this area here, and if you look really closely with a bright light you will see that there's a little orange sticker, and in the middle of the orange sticker there's a hole. That's the hole that we need to put an Allen key into, or a paper clip, to allow you to manually eject the disc. So if you have a look here closely, you will see that there's a little orange sticker there. Hopefully you can just make that out. And in the middle of that sticker there is a hole. So it's that hole here that we need to insert. There we go, you can see it clearly there now. So basically the easiest way of doing this is, if you are to get yourself a set of Allen keys or hex keys, you need a nice small one. So the 1.5mm is perfect and the 2mm one's too big. So this, this is really quite precise. If it's too thick it's not going to go in the hole, but yet if it's too thin like this paper clip here, it's going to bypass the disc. So you're going to push it in and there's a good chance you're going to miss the disc, but I will show you that at the end of the video. So the best one is a 1.5mm. So that's this one here, and also with these Allen keys here, they're quite long. So I will do a measurement on them when I insert it into the hole, but it needs to be roughly around 4 centimeters, but we will test that one out. So what we're going to do is, if you are having trouble finding this hole, an easy way of doing it is just to count the number of dots on the side. So from the bottom, if we were to go up 3, so that's 1, 2, 3, and then if we were to go along 7, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's this one here that we're wanting to use. And another way of looking at it is, all of these are filled in and these are all like solid dots, but if you look at the holes, it's basically just from the empty holes, it's just diagonal up one here, okay, when you get to the empty holes here. So all we have to do is, when you put it in there, you'll see that if you put it in dead straight, there's a chance that it's not going to go into the hole. You need to tilt the Allen key down ever so slightly and then you can see it goes into the hole. Okay, so the Allen key is at a slight angle. To do that, you see it kind of goes in like so, and then you just put a nice bit of pressure down there. You've got to use quite a bit of force, so that's why it's a lot easier when you use an Allen key. But when you put force down, can you see now that the disc has just slid out a little bit, and now we can grab the disc and pull it out like so. So let me just push that back in just to show you the Allen key moving up and down so you can see what happens. So when you press down, the disc pops out. Yeah, that's all it is. You're just manually pushing on that disc to force it out. So there we go. So that's how far the Allen key has to go in to be able to grab the disc. It needs to go in that much. So let me just put a little mark on that. So we need the Allen key to go in. Put a little mark there. We need it to go in just over 4 centimeters. So that's about 43 millimeters. So whatever you're using, it has to be able to go in 43 millimeters. Otherwise, it's not going to be long enough. Now let me show you what happens when you put in a thin paper clip. So let's just push that disc just back in that way. Let's just force it back in. There we go. Now if you were to use a thin paper clip like this, then what could happen is you find the hole, which is fine, but then when you go to push it in, you see there's no resistance and it just goes all the way in, and that's because we've missed the disc because this is a little bit too thin. But what you can do is you can pull it out and try it again, but turn it around, so wiggle it around the place, and then when you feel resistance, that's a good sign because that means now that you're against the disc. So now you can see that the disc is popping out. There we go. So it's kind of awkward. If it's too thin, it's going to miss it. If it's too thick, it's not going to get through the hole. So a 1.5mm Allen key, also known as a hex key, is absolutely perfect. Right, I hope you found the video useful. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe for more how-to videos. Take care. Bye now.